Here's something that's a little bit uncomfortable to think about. You don't lose strength because you get old. You get old because you lose strength. After 40, both muscles and bone quietly start giving up on you, unless you give them a reason not to. In this episode, we'll talk about 5 lifts or 5 exercises that will be that reason for your bones and your muscles to not give up. They are simple, joint-friendly, and proven to build the 2 things that actually keep you standing tall: muscle and bone density. If you're in your 40s or 50s, think of this as future-proofing your body. Every rep is a deposit in your independence fund. You're not training for looks or vanity, right? You're training for the freedom to move however you want for as long as you're here. So let's build a foundation. The first exercise or lift is the squat. This is like the longevity anchor, so to speak. This is literally the master movement for leg power, balance, and bone strength. Squats load the hips and spine, right? The same areas most vulnerable to osteoporosis. The LIFTMOR study showed women who squatted and deadlifted twice a week actually increased spinal bone density. So there's real hope here. Start off with just a goblet squat or a bodyweight squat. Heels down, chest tall, right? Knees tracking your toes, all the proper mechanics. You're not chasing depth or doing huge weight. You're just rehearsing your independence by actually doing the exercise. The next one is the step up or lunge. Every fall starts on one leg, right? Step ups rebuild the single leg stability and coordination, the first thing that aging tries to steal from us. Start by just using a stair or a low box or something like that. Drive through the heel, control on the way down. Honestly, 8 to 10 reps per side is plenty. Balance-based strength work cuts fall risk by nearly 40%. That's not fitness, that's like self-defense. The next one is the farmer's carry. You can grab 2 weights, stand tall, and walk. This trains grip, posture, and total body stability. Grip strength alone predicts lifespan better than, say, blood pressure or some other biological markers, because strong hands means strong nervous system output, strong posture, steady gait, many of the things that we want. Grab weights, walk 30 feet, rest, and repeat. It looks really simple, right, until you feel it working everywhere. The next exercise is the row or the pull. This is kind of a posture reboot. I think this is important. Many of us have worked at desks for so long, and really decades of desk work kind of pull the shoulders forward. When you do rows, you put your posture back where it belongs, right? They strengthen the upper back, the lats, the rotator cuffs, right? The muscles that keep your chest open and your spine aligned. That posture doesn't just look better, it actually protects your spine, it protects your balance, everything. Also, if you're wondering why there's no overhead press in these 5, pressing can irritate tight shoulders, right? Pulling restores the mobility that pressing kind of depends on. So if you can do an overhead military press, please do so. But pull even if you can't, if your shoulders aren't quite doing it anymore. All right, the hip hinge lift, also called the deadlift. This is the pattern you will use to pick up everything for the rest of your life, right? Whether it's a sack of groceries or a box or a grandchild or whatever it is. We'll use a trap bar here. It's kind of a hex-shaped bar that you stand in the middle of instead of hold in front of you. The handles sit at your sides, right? Keeping the load centered and reducing stress on your lower back while still training, your glutes and your hamstrings, which is what we're after. While you're doing them, push the floor away, stand tall, and then lower back down under good control. This single movement builds spinal resilience, hip strength, and the bone density stimulus that your skeleton desperately needs. It is not a vanity lift, right? It's a survival lift. Let's talk a little bit about how they work together. So all 5 or 6, if you include the overhead press, apply controlled stress, the language that your body understands best. Muscles pull on bone. Bones start responding by getting denser. Your balance improves, right? Your posture straightens. Glucose is stored in muscle instead of floating around in your bloodstream. This is how you build biological resilience that shows up in everyday fitness and independence as we grow older. You can't outsource this. You can't phone in your workouts and expect to have a good outcome. There's no pill for gravity. There's no supplement for tension in your muscles and tendons. You actually have to show up and do these lifts. Use moderate to heavy load. and you can use the 2-rep reserve rule. So if you had to, could you do 2 more reps with perfect form? If not, you might be lifting a little bit too heavy. If you think, man, I could do 5 more of these, then you should maybe consider adding a little bit more weight to your exercise. 2 to 3 sessions a week, right? Repeat for the rest of your life. Because the day that you stop giving your body a reason to stay strong, it starts giving you reasons why you can't move, or can't do this, or can't do that. Make the effort now and build your foundation. Your future self will be repaid many times over. Thanks for watching this. I will put a number of studies in the video description that give all of the sources of the research that I used here. If you want to dig into the details, please feel free to do that. Otherwise, go out there, lift heavy, lift often, live your very, very best life.